Hello travel fans, welcome back to Woody's Travels here on YouTube. Boy, have we got a special one today. We're back at Disney. I'm here at Disneyland in California. We are heading into Disney's California Adventure right now. So I had a choice of the two parks. I've chose to go for this one because it's got a lot of rides that weren't at Florida. So I can't wait to go in, experience this and bring you guys along. And here we are inside California Adventure. So this is my very first time ever coming here. I've never been to Disney in California. And like I said, a lot of the rides here are exclusive to this park, or a lot of them are not featured at all in Florida. When I've been there, they might feature in places like Japan as well. I'd need to compare, but yeah, I thought this would be the best place to come. And I mean, the vibes here are amazing straight away, and I like it for the fact of it is obviously, I guess this is like the California themed park, the California specific park, as opposed to over the other side. A lot of the rides that are at the normal Walt Disney World park here are quite similar to what they've got in Florida. In fact, I think they're all pretty much the exact same. And that Thunder Mountain ride as well, that's also, it's closed in Florida for renovation, and it's also closed here. So that might have tempted me to go to that park, but I'm coming here instead. So I have only got one day to do this, hence why I'm just doing this park. If I had more days, I'd have got a multi-part ticket. But I mean, this ticket in itself, just for here today, it was about $165 for the one-day ticket, and then I also purchased a lightning lane as well to try and make the most of it. That was an extra $30 on top for the lightning lane. So I've spent just shy of $200 to come here today to Disney, and that's before you even factor in the Ubers and the food and drink I'm going to buy today as well. So the first place I'm heading to after walking around past the parade is Cars Land. So we are literally here walking through. It's all Cars themed. You've got the Cozy Cone Motel up there. Obviously you can see Radiator Springs down here. So yeah, I'm gonna do the Cars ride first. I have joined the Lightning Lane queue for the Incredicoaster. So I'll be able to go on there in about an hour or so, and the queue for this is like 50 minutes. So timing wise, it should work out perfectly. Basically with the Lightning Lane, it's not like at some theme parks where you buy a fast track pass and you just get to go into like another lane or something. You do get to do that, but you've got to like pre-book it first. You can't just rock up and go in, you've got to like pre-book a time slot. So I've done that. So yeah, it's honestly, it's so surreal being here. You've got Flo's Cafe. It literally just is Luigi's tyre shop as well. Everything, all from the movie, all here. And like I say, this is one of the main reasons why I picked this, because they don't have this in Florida. So it was, you know, just such an amazing experience, or it's going to be such an amazing experience. It already is, but it's going to be so cool to see all these different things that I'm going to see throughout the day that I've just never seen before. Here we go, Radiator Springs races, and there is a single rider queue for this as well, so I'm rolling straight onto that. So we'll see actually, because it is a 50-minute queue, it says for the standard, so I'm curious to see. I mean, normally single rider does mean quicker, so I'm curious just to see if it definitely is quicker, and if it is, by how much as well.
racing, yeah? Just follow Mater into town to be ready. Mater, coming, Sheriff. Howdy. Here for the big race, huh? It's gonna be fun. Hey, you ever go tractor tipping? It's easy. You sneak up on them and boom. Ready? Don't let try to catch you. Boom!
Probably just a bad spark plug.
Race day.
And Radiator Springs.
Why do I need to be fast?
You need to look fast. Good job. Voila! Promo next look right. Looking good. Getting right. All right. Good luck, man.
Come on in, rookie.
Shiny paint don't win a race.
Get out there and do it.
Tutto forte, du med Photoshop. Drej, go!
Give everything you got.
You were amazing. You beat the queen. I wasn't racing. Well, you can't win if you don't race. I'm great, Peter.
So that is the Radiator Springs races complete. That was actually a really fun ride. It was like a mixture, so it was scenery and stuff at first, so I just saw you kind of go around and see all the different characters, go to all different parts of the car's world, and then after that you suddenly get lined up, you go see Doc Hudson, you get lined up and you just bolt from there, yourself and the car next to you, just ride through for about 30-45 seconds, something like that. I definitely saved some time as well from going in the single rider queue. Literally 20-25 minutes it took, and the wait time has actually shot up now that I've come off to 80 minutes for this ride. So it was about 45-50 by the time I got on, and now it's gone up to 80 minutes. So just going to show how it can change and fluctuate so quickly at the theme parks. So outside the front of the Cozy Cone Motel, one thing you can get here, actually you can get loads of stuff. They've got popcorn, churros, ice creams as well, all sorts of things here. But what you can also do is get a photo with Lightning McQueen right there. So you stand there, you get a picture of Lightning McQueen. So I think I'm going to go there and do that, because like I was kind of saying before, cars is something I was very much looking forward to seeing. So I'm definitely going to get a picture of Lightning right now. So I've just been and got my photos with Lightning McQueen. I'll show you them now. Turns out, so I didn't think I had Photo Pass included, because like when you go to Florida, they make a big song and dance about having Photo Pass included, and they make you very aware of it. So it turns out here, if you have the Lightning lane, you also get the Photo Pass included as well. So like when I came off the ride, I didn't actually scan the things. I didn't think I had Photo Pass, but it turns out I do. So I've got these photos and I'll be able to get any more photos and things that I want throughout the day. So that's a real positive. It's considering it was like $30 odd extra, it's actually pretty good. And I'm heading now over towards the Incredibles ride to do that. So that's the one that I queued in for, and I've got about 10 minutes time. So by the time I actually get there, I'll be able to jump straight into the Lightning lane and do the Incredibles ride. So this place behind me, San Fransokyo Square it's called, it's all Asian fusion type food. Apparently that is the best place to get food here at Disney's California Adventure, so I think that's where I'll go to get a bite to eat after the Incredibles ride. So if you've got a photo pass, then this is a great place for a photo. You see just behind me here, they're getting some photos taken, because look at the view here. You've got all the rides up here, so this, as you head towards Pixar Pier, which is where I'm going to walk towards right now, you've got you see a few rides going around there. So I'm heading over there towards the Incredicoaster, and there's also, I believe, quite a popular Toy Story ride as well there. The queue's really long for the Toy Story ride, so I'll definitely get at some point. Obviously I've got loads of time yet, I've still got like 6 hours left here. So we're going to walk over onto Pixar Pier now, whilst dodging people, and yeah, it's a great spot for a picture up here as well. You don't have to have the lightning lane, obviously. As you can see here, this is all a great backdrop for a photo, even if you're just here and you've got someone else taking photos of you. But I do think the lightning lane ones are better, particularly if you're like me and you're here on your own and you haven't got someone to take photos for you. And as you're walking over, you just get a look into the San Fransokyo Square as well. So you see there's loads of outdoor dining all down here. So all that there. So yeah, that's where I'm going to head into later. There's also some like Mexican stuff as well. So it's a mix of like, I don't know, it's like Asian fusion, but also some Mexican as well by the sounds of it. So I'm quite interested to get down there and see what they've got. So right next to Pixar Pier, that's where we are walking into now. So that'll be me. I'll be on that one next. That is the Incredicoaster, which I can see right ahead is there. And it's another film that The Incredibles that I loved as a kid growing up. It came out when I was only a few years old, I think, and it's one of those films that's just, you know, it just sticks with you forever. Kind of like Cars did, that was another one, and Ratatouille. There are a few like Disney films that I really remember growing up and, you know, just absolutely love them. So when you've got the lightning lane pass, you literally just get it up on your phone, scan it, put it into the reader, and then it'll just take you through. So we're now joining the lightning lane queue, which, I mean, if you look back there, there's a lot more people queuing in that queue than in this queue. So that's the Incredicoaster done. All the big framework you can see up behind, that's all for the Incredicoaster. Really good ride. It's quite a long ride as well. A lot of twists and turns and a big loop as well. I think it's probably the fastest, or definitely one of the fastest coasters here. And there's some people here right now about to head off on it again. You'll see behind me. There they go. The next batch of people going off. It is obviously a ride as well where I can link the photos as well, so I'll show you the photo right now. So that's the photo that we got whilst on the ride. I kind of didn't expect it, so I look a bit monotone on it, but it was quite a good ride. The photo is sort of towards the end of the ride. As you come round the corner, that's when it takes it. And like I said before, I do need to get some food, so I've done a couple rides now, so I'm going to head over to that San Francisco, Tokyo place and get a bit of food from there and see what they've got, because more people going off. Because like I said before, apparently that is the best place to get food here at Disney's California Adventure. And here we are, we're at the port of San Fransokyo. So you have this kind of Japanese style gates that you have to walk through to get in. And then we're going to walk in now and see exactly what they've got on offer. Also, if you like a drink as well, as in an alcoholic drink, a cocktail, a beer, whatever, I'm told that like the only place you can really get it is California Adventure. Apparently they don't really serve beer at the actual other Disney park. That's what the Uber driver on the Waze was saying. So not that alcohol should determine which part you go to, but if you are inclined for a few cocktails or some special Disney drinks of an alcoholic variety, then this is the place to be, California Adventure. Behind me there is the spot where they're serving like birria tacos, and then there's a little cafe here, it says Ant Cast Cafe, that's right here. There's a little drink station here as well. Rita's Turbine Blenders, so there's margaritas and looks like, yeah, there's got alcoholic drinks and also like a non-alcoholic mocktail as well in there. You can get a giant, and when I say giant, I mean giant, piece of Mickey bread. Some huge piece of Mickey bread in there. I'm going to see what this thing is here. There's loads, like I said, it's all like, it's like a Japanese San Francisco twist on everything. So when I'm looking here, what have we got here? Things like teriyaki chicken, crispy chicken sandwich, honey walnut shrimp wrap, that sounds really nice. Pot stickers as well, which I think are basically like gyoza. That's what I know them as. There's also see what else is there. There's a bakery tour you can do in here as well. So you can do a bakery tour. There's also, a Ghirardelli. I am going to have to get something from Ghirardelli today. There's a Ghirardelli place here serving hot fudge sundaes, all sorts of hot, cold drinks, cold delights, and they have all sorts of ice cream sundaes here, which I didn't see when I went to Ghirardelli in Florida. So you look at here, they've got all these sundaes and things here. I didn't see any of these. It was just the drinks here. That's all I saw before. I've ordered some food from the Lucky Fortune Cookery, so I've done it here on the app. Honestly, the app is always so much easier and the best way to order food, I find. You can just take your own time. You'd have to stand at a window. I know sometimes myself and I'm sure other people have like a last minute change of heart or change of mind. So it's much easier to do it on this and just to check through rather than me stood in the queue. So I placed the order, they started making it now. I reckon in a few minutes it'll be ready. The order came to $35 in total and then $2 tax on top, so it's $37. So I'll show you exactly what I got. I got 4 different things. I'll give them a try for you and give some opinion on what they taste like. And the Lucky Fortune cookie describes itself as Pacific Rim Foods. So here's what I went for. I've got the honey walnut shrimp that came with a side of some sort of crisps. I didn't know it came with them, but yeah. So this is the shrimp in there with rice and spring onions, a few different things in there, sesame seeds. Then we've got the gyozas here as well. They're like a fried gyoza, that's chicken and veg. And then this thing here, I've also got this giant macaroon as well. So I'm not sure what flavour it is. I'm guessing like vanilla or something, but I've also got this as well. And a big, here we are, American drink size. There's a giant Coca-Cola. This is a large, but it's like a super king size Coca-Cola. All that food was fantastic. And I actually got the food thinking, it's just a wrap and a few little gyoza and a little macaroon type thing. It won't be that filling. I couldn't even finish it all. Genuinely, I had the macaroon thing last, so I had all the savoury stuff. I ate all that. That macaroon thing, A, I was quite full, and B, it was the sweetest thing in the world. It was like vanilla macaroon, but it also had like a like chocolate and diced hazelnut, something like that, in the middle of it as well. So it was almost like imagine like a donut where it has something in the middle. It was kind of like that as well, which, you know, it was sweet as it was. You factor that in as well. Oh Lord, it was so sweet. I just could not finish it. It was too sweet. So yeah, good food, you know, decent food, good food. It was say $35, $37, something like that. Worked out to about 26, 27 pounds. So not the worst for like say three separate items and also a large drink as well. I don't think that's too bad, to be honest, particularly for a theme park. That's not bad at all. So I'm going to head over towards, there's 2 rides at the entrance and neither of them have got a lightning lane open. So what I've done is I've been able to put in the lightning lane for like 8 PM to go on the Toy Story ride back up that way. So I'm going to head down to the Spiderman ride and the Guardians of the Galaxy ride, because neither of these you can do the lightning lane for. So I'm going to see if either of them have got single riders. Whichever one's got a single rider queue, if they do, I'll probably jump on that first and then we'll just kind of go from there. But yeah, I've got it booked in for between 8 and 9 PM to lightning lane onto the Toy Story ride. I thought this was the queue for the Spider-Man ride. It's actually just the queue to get a photo with Tom Holland himself. So there. A butterfly just flew right at me then. And that is the Guardians of the Galaxy setup. I'm guessing just a guess here, I'm guessing that might have used to been the Tower of Terror and it's now been changed. If it's the same or similar to how it was in Florida, that building looks very Tower of Terror shaped, but it is actually, it's now the Guardians of the Galaxy ride up there. So that's a new one. The Spider-Man single rider queue is closed because someone spilt lemonade on the floor. So probably the first and last time that I'll hear that. Anyways, there is a single rider queue there, but I can't use it, so there's no point going in it right now. Now I'm going to go to Guardians of the Galaxy, which I believe is up here. So I'm going to head over this way and jump into Guardians of the Galaxy, because there is no single rider queue for that, but it just makes sense to get that one done, because if Spider-Man's got a single rider queue, it makes sense to wait until that's available. to go on the Spider-Man ride, so I'm going to do the Guardians of the Galaxy ride now. It does look pretty incredible. It must have taken a lot of work to get up there and to put all that work into it. So yeah, I don't know what to expect for this one. I mean, when we went to Epcot about 6-7 weeks ago, the Guardians ride was one of our favourites, if not most favourite. I'd say still in Florida, my favourite ride was the Velocicoaster, and there's nothing here that's going to top that. Guardians also was fantastic, so it'll be interesting to see how this Guardians ride compares to the Guardians ride at Epcot in Florida. Alright, let's do it. Guardians of the Galaxy. We've got an 80-minute wait, so I'm going to take a little look into it now and research this ride, because I've got plenty of time to do that. So I'm going to see what the ride entails, get an idea of what it looks like, and in over an hour we'll get a chance to ride it. Scenery here for the entrance bit, it's like inside the collector's lair, for the right way of saying it. Yeah, if you remember the collector from Guardians of the Galaxy, this is like inside his lair here. So they've got the space dog and all the little artifacts and things knocking about in here, and then you've got him up here on the screen as well for the collector and all this collection up here.
The Guardians of the Galaxy. This is all your fault.
Oh, these things get a really cool sign. Check that out. Oh man, they got my name wrong. It's not Peter Quill. It's Star-Lord.
Although they do call me the leader.
All the way forward.
With the Guardians of the Galaxy. You are now standing in my private office.
I know.
Where I
Carefully scrutinize each and every piece that comes to me from different parts of the galaxy. And let's mute this guy. Here you insist flattering on a constant loop was big one. Listen up. He's gonna put you on a gantry lift for your tour. I'm gonna sneak on top of your lift and take us all the way to the big old generator control room. I'm gonna blast that thing and destroy all the control systems, which will open up every cage in this freak show and free my friends. Our buddy Mantis is in the getaway ship waiting.
Right, Guardians of the Galaxy ride. It is literally the Hollywood Tower of Terror, but reskinned, literally just in all Guardians of the Galaxy stuff. So it's good, fun ride, up and down, lots of, basically like a human yo-yo being thrown up and down in it. Got the photo, so I'll show you it now. We've got a photo from that ride as well. I think the one difference between this place and Florida is that you have to go and physically scan every single photo, whereas in Florida it just comes onto your app most of the time automatically. And the queue, it said 80 minutes, but it's about an hour. But I feel like it's in reverse now, because I've just walked out and it says 60 minutes, but they're queuing right out the door now, and the queue wasn't that long when I went on it. So yeah, definitely one of the more popular rides, I'd say, but worth doing, 100% popular for a reason. And I'm hoping they've cleaned up the lemonade now in Spider-Man, so I can actually go on there and use the single rider queue. So hopefully my plan has worked out okay. And there we go, we're in. The single rider queue is back up and running here for Spider-Man Web Slingers ride.
This crazy alien juice stuff we have to particles and Star Tech. It all helps us develop really cool stuff like these spider bots, for example. Check it out, they have this really cool self-replicating feature.
Because?
Because that's awesome. Buddy, you can stop doing that now. But anyway, you guys are here today to help us test the web slinger vehicle. Using onboard tech, you will be able to sling webs just like my buddy Spiderman.
Peter, your presentation is getting away from you.
Yeah, I'm aware of that, Sharon. If you could just initiate the safety protocols, that'd be great.
Problem with that,
So
Peter?
anyway, if you want to sling a web, all you gotta do is sling your arm in the direction you want to shoot the web, and that's it. It's awesome.
Peter, your spider bots are continuing to replicate and are consuming everything in their path.
They seem to be stuck in self-replication mode. If you could just handle that for me, please.
On it. Contacting Mr. Stark.
Don't call Mr. Stark! Don't call Mr. Stark. Sorry for shouting. Could you just call somebody else? Ask them.
Okay. Contacting Spiderman.
I'm gonna go find Spiderman or so, because he's around here somewhere. Okay, goodbye. Spiderman!
As you may have
So that's the Spiderman ride done now, and like Universal theme parks, the Spiderman ride's there. It's like a simulator type ride, kind of a similar situation where you're just kind of like going around a place and you have to wear the glasses, but this one, the difference is that it's like interactive, so I didn't clock that straight away. So it's one of those point scoring games where you're competing against everyone around you. So there was a row, there was 3 girls and me sat on the row with them, and all of a sudden they started going like this, you know, like, and flinging their wrists, literally doing like the Spider-Man like style like that, and like literally shooting webs. Because like the screen's like interactive, so it reads where your hands are, and there's basically all those little robot things are going around the screen, and every time you do that, like to fire a web, it literally shoots it out, and basically who can get the most of those spider things and get more points. But I didn't clock that straight away until they started literally flicking their wrists out and doing the Spider-Man like web slinging action. So I looked at their scores like, shit, I'm well behind here. So eventually I actually caught one of them up. I beat one of them and finished just behind another one, but one of them she finished like way out ahead. So if you've got a competitive edge, then that's a great ride for you as well. I've got a competitive edge as well, but it was too much of an Operation Catch-Up, to be honest, to get anywhere near the winner at that point. But yeah, fun game, and just don't do what I did. Make sure that when they actually start coming round, don't just sit back and look and enjoy the show. Make sure you start flinging your webs. I'm heading towards the Monsters Inc. ride right now, and there's lots of things on here. There's it's like Hollywood style hot dogs, it says, so you can get hot dogs, things like that here, and also corn dogs as well. That's one thing I've never eaten before. All the times I've been to America, but I've never actually eaten a corn dog at all. There's also a smoothie place as well, but I think it says schmoothie, so I think there might be some, by the looks of it, alcoholic drinks there as well. So I think that's like cocktails and mocktails like that other place we saw. So I'm coming into the actual Hollywood Studios section now, not to be confused with Hollywood Studios over in Florida, because there is the Monsters Inc. ride over here. So I'm going to give that a whirl. Again, it's another one, Monsters Inc., a timeless Pixar classic from when I was growing up. So I'm going to go on that ride. I think it is one of those ones where you kind of go around, it's a bit like an experience, it's not like a roller coaster as such, but it's nice to get a mix of sort of the experience ones versus the fast thrilling roller coaster type rides as well. So this is it here, it's called Mike and Sully to the Rescue, and the wait time when I checked on the app, it was a 45-minute wait time for this ride here. So before going on to the Monsters Inc. ride, I saw the cocktail stand next to it, so I thought, why not get a cocktail? So I've got the Celebration cocktail, which is tequila, rum, and what else was it? Vodka, that's it. Tequila, rum and vodka in this here, with a blue raspberry lemonade as well. Now, as you can expect, I have already given it a little sip before I came and sat down on the way over here. Very nice seating area here as well, just loads of spaces all around here just to sit with like comfy chairs on and whatnot. It's a nice little spot for your drinks, and it's very quiet around here as well, which is nice. And yeah, it just tastes like, you can taste the blue raspberry and you can taste the different alcohols in it as well, but it's a very good combination, and it's finished with a little glacé cherry on top as well. But a good choice. It was like only $20, so you are properly paying like Disney prices for these cocktails. They're not, you know, as reasonably priced as some of the food is, but you know, I guess $20 for a cocktail in California is probably not too bad. But yeah, obviously compared to other drinks, you're paying like $4 or $5 for a soda versus $18, $19, $20 for a cocktail. So again, just bear that in mind. It's not the cheapest place to have a lot of drinks. The drink's done, finished it off. It was a nice like 15 minutes or so to chill and have a refreshing cocktail. And now I've got about 30 minutes or so in this queue here for the Monsters Inc. ride. So it's gone up a little bit. It was 20 minutes before I got the drink. Now it's 30, but still not the end of the world. And then I've got the Toy Story ride booked in for about 7:45. So pretty much by the time I'm done here, I should be able to go straight there and straight jump on it.
Thank you.
Atención visitantes, para su propia seguridad, durante el paseo por Monstrópolis, mantengan las manos, brazos, pies.
A human child!
If witnesses are to be believed, there has been a child security breach for the first time in monster history.
We can neither confirm nor deny the presence of a human child here tonight.
I tried to run from it, but it picked me up with its mind powers and shook me like a doll.
It's true! I saw the whole thing!
Happy birthday, Smokey Poo!
Oh, googly bear!
When this human child throws me with its telepathic control, it made me dance like a chicken. My thoughts were not my own. Then it grabbed me. Giant.
Oh, Boo, we gotta get you home.
There's a kid here! A human kid! Sweet monster in the sky,
Trying to understand.
Come on, this way.
Perimeter is under observation. Spread out and lock it down.
There's nothing done here. This is the girl we're looking for. Situation is Niner.
I hate working nights. Yeah, nothing exciting ever happens.
Hurry up, Sully, hurry up. I've got both doors set up on the scare floor.
Are you done yet, Boo?
Race you to the scare floor.
Almost there, kiddo. They'll never find her door now.
Look, Boo, there's your door.
We're almost there, kiddo. Not so fast, Sullivan. They'll never get her home now.
2319!
Oh, dear.
It's been the most terrifying day of my life.
Bye, Kanaki!
But I love you, kiddo.
Good night, Boo.
Kitty!
Kitty's gotta go now. Sleep tight. We can neither confirm nor deny the presence of a...
That's right. Nothing to see here.
That is the Monsters Inc. ride complete. The queue was literally bang on half an hour. It ended up being exactly what I thought it'd be, so that's pretty good. It was a good little ride. It reminds me of one of the ones at Disney in Florida, where I think it's the actual, like the Mickey Mouse one, where it's literally, you're just going around the scenery for like 5-10 minutes. Well, sorry, not 5-10 minutes. It's like 5 minutes. You basically just go through. It's almost like recreating the first Monsters Inc. film, just with different scenes in it through there. So that was pretty cool. Just brings back the memories from being a kid. So we're going to head towards the Toy Story ride now, which is one that I've got the lightning lane queued up for. And in about, well, any second now, I'm going to get a little notification on my phone saying that it is ready for me to go and literally just join the lightning lane. So I've got, it is from any time between, what is it, 7:45 and 8:45, and it's literally just hit 7:45 now, so I'll be able to join. Basically, any time within that hour window slot, you can just go up and join the queue well, not even join the queue, the lightning lane thing. Literally, I was pretty much straight in last time. So you either join a little bit of a queue, or you just straight to the front, straight on the ride, and it's definitely been worth it, I say. Definitely been worth it, because obviously I've used it for the photo pass as well, so that's been really handy, because like I said, I'm here on my own, but even if you're here with with a couple, friends, family, whatever you're here as, it's really good just to get those photos in front of the iconic locations or with the characters, all that sort of stuff. Obviously it's a bit more money when you're spending all this money anyways, like a little bit extra on top to make it an even better and more memorable experience. Like for me, that's kind of worth it. And no more than like 20 seconds after saying it, it's come up for me to enable the lightning lane pass, so I'm going to hit redeem on there, and now I can join the Toy Story Midway Mania ride, that's what it's called. So we're joining Toy Story Midway Mania. It literally is bang on 7:45 PM now, so I'll be able to rock up, go straight in, and actually it'll be nice to see down here as well. Now the sun's starting to set a bit and all the rides and things are starting to get a bit lit up. And here's the spot all this up. You can see loads of people just gathered here. I'm not sure if they're stood looking over here or what they're waiting for, but if they're waiting for the water show, I think they're quite early, because the first one's not till like 9 o'clock or something. I've joined the virtual queue for the 10:15 water show, but yeah, if people are waiting for that, they're very early. So we're over on Pixar Pier now, which is, seeing that big bit there, it says Pixar Pier, and you can probably hear and just see there the Incredibles ride going off again on the Incredicoaster, and then this Midway Mania here, so that's all Toy Story up there, and you can see Jesse's here as well. So the wait time's currently about 50 minutes for this ride if you haven't got lightning lane, so I would assume it would only be a few minutes, I don't know, 5-10 minutes to get on here if you're doing lightning lane. So we'll see exactly how quick it is by comparison to the regular queue, because I say one time I walked straight on, one time I was like a 5-minute queue, so both times it's been very, very fast. Here's Mr. Potato Head greeting us into it. Okay. Sorry about that. I don't think I got that on camera, to be honest. It's probably out of shot, but I was literally walking up to Mr. Potato Head to see what he was saying, and this little kid just ran straight across and just headbutted me straight in the leg and just stacked it straight on the floor. So you've always got to be careful of little kids running around these places. So that is a ride that is literally the exact same. Whoosh! There goes the Incredicoaster. Yeah, so the Toy Story ride, that is literally the exact same as the one that is in Florida that we went to before. And yeah, literally you go around, you have like 5 different scenarios where you're shooting targets, like Toy Story themed ones. It's really tiring, like for your shoulder and your arm model, because you have basically how you shoot is you have like a little gun, it's got a bit of string with like a ball in the end. So you've literally just got to like, imagine like you. I'm not going to do the hand gesture because I've just realised like anything that I try is going to look really bad, but basically you've got to like just basically pull the string in and out, and every time you pull the string out, like just pull it back, that's how you fire the ball out. Or there's like a ball, like one time you're shooting a ball, then another time you're like shooting a pin, then you're like shooting something else. So yeah, it's a fun ride to go on. Good to go on as like a pair or a two, because it is a score game, so if you're competitive then you get to see the other person score. I scored 176,000, so I don't really know whether that's good or bad. I can't recall what I got in Disney Florida, so either I did all right, really good, or really bad. This is something that I've not seen before as well. Something that's exclusive to here is all the Inside Out themed stuff. I'd only seen Inside Out for the first time like last year, I think. It actually is like a good Pixar film. And the second one as well, I thought the second one was even better than the first, which I know some people are sort of 50-50 about that, but for me, I think the second one was a bit better, but they're both good. And they have got like a little ride here, but I'm not going to go on this because it is literally a 10-minute wait, young children, small children ride called the Inside Out Emotional Whirlwind. Even. Look at, oh, he's got the merch on as well.
That's right.
See, after 8 p.m, they let, look, it's nearly 8 p.m, well, it's gone 8 p.m. now, they let the Make-A-Wish Foundation in for free. So here he is.
I have a season pass, okay? But I feel a little indifferent because the last time I was here was under different circumstances, so it's cool. I came out for my friend, so
see, he's a good friend like that.
That's it.
So you can see it's all starting to light up now, but this section here, literally all down here, is cordoned off like people who, I guess they've paid. There's literally all down here, people have like paid for reservations to watch the water show, so it all takes place like in here. So I think we're gonna do, there's one at 9, and then we're gonna do one at 10:15 because they do two. Jesus Christ. They do 2 here. Sorry, there's a kid screaming. They do 2 here, so it makes sense to not do the 9 o'clock one and do the 10:15 one because the rides keep running until 10 p.m. So may as well make the most of them. Look at that, it's a lovely setting. You can see everything reflecting off the water and all the lights starting to come on. It's all lit up beautifully. They're coming through Radiator Springs now, and look how good it looks with all the lights on. I dare say this is one of the places, like kind of like the waterfront as well, where it actually looks better with the lights on, because obviously you've got all the neon stuff here and you don't really get any effects of it in the daytime, but look at it now, all the colours pop so much compared to in the daytime. You can see all the, like the Italian flag there on Luigi's place, and flows all lit up. We've got enough time to do like one decent ride, so we're going to go on the Radiator Springs ride, which was of course the first ride that I went on today, and probably the most fun one to do as a 2, I'd say.
Radiator Springs? You gotta be kidding me! Wow! Hey, whoa! Careful of the wax! I just got detail.
The Radiator Springs cars ride done. We didn't have to queue for too long on that, so we are going to come on the Incredicoaster now. It's only a 20-minute queue, so we've got time to do this before the fireworks. My car won this time in the race, so I got my lucky charm with me.
That's right.
First time didn't win, second time I won. So both times I've done it, the car on the left has won, so I'm not sure how frequent that is, but this time it paid off for us. So, like I say, 20-minute-ish queue. This is the one that I got the lightning lane for last time, so I was literally straight up those stairs and pretty much straight on before. That's the Magic Kingdom fireworks going off in the background there. So if you've watched my Florida vlogs, and if you've not, make sure to watch them later, then you'll see I got some first-hand footage of the Magic Kingdom fireworks shows from Florida a few months ago. The Incredicoaster, done it again. It ended up being a lot longer than 20 minutes, more like 30-40 minutes wait time for it. The ride actually broke down partway through the queue as well, so they just stopped and quite a few people left, but a few minutes later it came back on, so I don't know whether we had a net gain or a net loss from that, because quite a few people left the queue. But yeah, good ride. Shame though that after like 9 o'clock, before the light show and all that, they turn off the flashes on the cameras and all that, so you can't get your photos, which is a Bit of a shame, to be honest. So we don't get the photos, but this guy got some video footage, so I'll get hold of that and chuck it in a video because it was actually pretty funny. So we're now heading for the water show. We've got like 15 minutes before it starts. So we're just going to see if we can get a decent spot down at the front somewhere. We are in prime position. Oh, the water's already started. The pre-show check with the Muppets.
Light the lights. It's time to get things started with the
Pre-show safety announcements.
And because it's our 70th anniversary, we promise to make it fun, entertaining, and
Legally compliant.
And for World of Color, starting now.
Okay, Sam, you're on.
Honored guests, we are gathered here this evening to witness the great Disneyland tradition of the nighttime spectacular.
Get it, Paul.
Oh yeah! In just a few more minutes, it begins. World of Color! The lights over Paradise Bay will dim, so do not wonder. And please remain right where you are for your safety.
Herman, running out of time.
Roll. Pick up the tempo.
Sure, a little faster.
Okay, now who is gonna sing this?
What is going on here? Where are all the bats? Give it all you got. That's all you got? I said more! All right, let's get this over with. Legal, blah, blah, blah. Don't jump in the bed. Jump in the bed. Who does that?
I wanna see them dancing. I'm gonna need some help.
You have to play that.
Well, I have to practice, and I don't think of it as playing so much as humming. Okay, emotions, let me hear you say.
Are you kidding?
I can't believe we're doing this. Did I do it right?
What's it do? This is so cringe.
Beer, how we feeling?
You want me to sing in public?
Okay, Sadness, how about you?
Oh, I don't think I'll add much to this song.
Come on, embarrassment, let's hear it. Nice, spotlight.
Anyone can do this, it's just noise.
Strong choices. All right, everybody, I'll sing some.
You mean like with the cool hair and the dance moves and the piercing blue eyes that make you feel like you're the only one in the audience?
Whoa, guess we found something that makes you happy.
Whoa, this is tearing up my heartburn.
We've come up top to get out the water because it's getting quite wet down there. When the water sprays up and the wind blows it, it's a bit wet. So if you're going to go to the front, just be aware of that. But it's back to the show. So that was the Inside Out themed little water show there that went on for about 20-30 minutes or so. It was quite good, very different to the Fantasmic one at Hollywood Studios over in Florida. Obviously Magic Kingdom, they always had the fireworks, and then at the other parks, well, some of the other parks, they have the water shows as well. Then there's places like Animal Kingdom where they just don't have anything at all. So I think it's like time now to also, I can't think back to if I mentioned it earlier, but basically I had the biggest nightmare ever today trying to get into this park. So for those of you who follow me on Instagram, you'll have seen my stories at the time that I wasn't allowed into Disney at first because I mentioned before I use 2 separate DJI cameras. This is the Osmo Pocket 3, and I also use the Action Pro 5. Now the Action Pro 5 comes with a like a handle that's extendable. Now you could call it a selfie stick, but it's not really a selfie stick, you know, because it's not like one that you stick on your phone and sort of chuck out there. I just use it as a handle, to be honest. I wouldn't have been extending it really whilst I was here, just using it purely like this camera as a handle. Anyways, I get to the security checkpoint, having Ubered up here already, and they said, basically after a bit of a conversation with them, tried to sweet talk them, and they just said, sorry, there's no way that you come into the park today. It's against park rules. You can't bring it in. And yeah, it was quite disappointing. It's a shame because you're coming here to spend, well, I spent pretty much $200 just to get in, and another like 50 odd on food and drinks and stuff. So, you know, I wasn't here to cause trouble or cause any issues, things like that. Obviously, I've done loads of vlogging from all of the Florida parks as well, but they just weren't having it. So, had to just kind of respect it, accept it for what it was. Had to get Uber back, just to swap out cameras. So I spent an additional like $50 just on Ubers today as well. So I've now got this camera that I was using, which is a camera that I was using mostly in Florida for all my vlogs. So I wanted to try it up with a different camera and see how it would work out using a slightly different camera for filming a kind of, you know, day in the lifey thing like this. So I've only really used it a little bit on this trip. So I wanted to get used to it a bit more with the new camera, but sadly couldn't today. So that is just a message to anyone: if you have got a camera that's got any sort of like extendable stick or isn't pure just like a handle that can't be extended, do not bring it, because they won't let you in. And you've then got the whole hullabaloo of getting back to your hotel, or because the option they gave me was basically like, either you don't come in or we can let you in and we can throw it away. There was no we'll hold it and give it back to you at the end of today. It was literally, if we take this off you, then we've got to destroy it. And I was like, well, I'm obviously not going to give my camera away or the handle away and destroy it. And the camera's not much use without the handle, because literally we're just holding a camera like that all day, which wouldn't be that great, to be honest. So yeah, just a little heads up, don't be like me. If you have got any sort of camera or anything like that, make sure it's not got extendable like stick or selfie stick, anything like that. Don't bring it in, because you'll just have a nightmare like I did. But yeah, got in eventually and still managed to have a good, well, almost 9 hours here. So it was still a good day, to be honest. And I mean, the fact we got to go on some rides twice sort of says that, you know, 8-9 hours is enough time here. I think if you came at 8 AM and stayed right till gone 10 PM like we've done, then you're in for a long, long day. Obviously, you're on your feet a lot, you queue in. It's a great place to be, but if you're going to come for a full day, I'd say pay a bit more, get the park hopper. If you're going to do a half day, then one park is probably enough for a half day, but anything more than that, you want to start thinking about a park hopper, because otherwise you might get a little bit bored. Unless you are going to queue up for all the photos and all that sort of stuff and really get into depth with all the characters and doing loads of stuff like that, you might be okay. But if you're mostly here for like the rides and the attractions, then yeah, I'd say about a half day here. 8, 9, 10 hours is perfect.
Manteniendo sus manos, brazos, pies y piernas adentro, mientras el tranvía
Time to go back to the car now on a little people mover.
Vigilen a sus niños. Gracias.
Please hold on to hats, slashes, or...
That was a quick hop, literally 2-3 minutes. It was a queue, but we got straight on, so not too bad at all. A little bit quicker, I'd say, than the Florida ones on some days. Here we go. The guy did not mess about coming to pick me up in the Batmobile. Look at this. Right guys, that is this vlog coming to a close now. What a great day it was at Disney World in California. So we went to Disney California Adventure and it was a great experience. There's a lot of rides and things there. Like I said, if you've been to Florida before, the Disney World here, there's a lot of similarities between that. There are some rides that are different. One thing in common is that Thunder Mountain is closed in Florida and in California. So that is one thing that could have swayed me to go to the actual Disney World place. But yeah, because of that, I thought I want to get across to California Adventure because there's so much stuff there. Like I showed yesterday, you know, the Cars area, Cars World, that was so cool. Like, just to see a full-on Radiator Springs laid out, honestly, like 8-year-old me who, you know, watched Cars, loved it, played the Cars game on PlayStation 2 when I was younger, and has watched, you know, the other Cars films when I was growing up. To sort of live out that and see that in person, that was really, really cool. So if you're a Cars fan, you know, you can get the photo with Lightning McQueen like I did as well. And then literally later in the day, if you're there around about, I think it's about 9:30 we were there, you see him sort of just rolling through Radiator Springs, and you actually get to see him, you know, obviously not driving fast, but the car, I'm guessing it must have some sort of motor, or it might even be remote controlled, something like that. And obviously you can remote control anything these days with AI and how smart cars are. So, you know, you see him coming through as well, so that was pretty cool. The food and drink choices are pretty solid. There's loads of, obviously I tried a cocktail as well, so they've got a load of different cocktails and all sorts of things there as well, and just the usual drinks you'd expect. And food wise, obviously loads of different stuff, you know, Mexican, Italian, Asian fusion type stuff, you know, sort of like more like home meals, like southern comfort food. There's all sorts of stuff there, so, you know, options wise there's great stuff, and I don't think that, you know, there was nothing really on reflection that was too unfairly priced, to be honest. I think it was all a pretty decent price. So yeah, it was the day went perfect to plan. Outside of not being allowed it at first with my first camera and having to come back and change cameras, it was a pretty perfect day, to be honest. And I was there for about 8 hours, which, like I said in the actual vlog, it was the perfect amount of time, I think, 8 hours, because the park is open from 8 till 10. So, you know, if you want to go earlier, do 2 parks in a day, that's perfectly feasible. You do have to pay about $65–70 extra for a park hopper, so, you know, you are going to be committing north of $200 realistically. There are a few days where it's like $100, I had a look, but a lot of the days are typically $160 or $200 for tickets for one park, so you stick another 60 plus on top for the park hopper. So you've just got to be content with the fact you are going to be spending a few $100s for the day, but, you know, it's an experience, it's worth it, and I would definitely recommend it for anyone who is, you know, in and around California, Southern California, the Los Angeles area. Obviously I'm staying in Orange County, and it's up in Anaheim, so it's only about 25 minutes away, 20–25 minutes away from where I'm staying here in Irvine. So if you're staying anywhere around sort of the Newport Coast area, it's more than doable for, you know, a fun little day trip. And if you have got a bit more time here as well, they do 1, 2, 3, 4 day tickets as well, so definitely get one of those and you can really go into depth and, you know, spend a couple of days across the different parks and just sort of get a full feel for everything and really absorb the full experience. And it was nice that Ovi could join later on as well, so obviously he's got a annual pass living here. He's got an annual pass as well, so he could just come along, you know, for the last few hours and not have to worry about, you know, paying a full day rate because he's already paid for the pass. So it made sense for him to come along later after work, and we got a few rides in together, and then also saw the water show later on, which was all Inside Out themed as well. Obviously it shows scenes from all across different Disney films, but it's sort of narrated by Joy and the Inside Out people as well. So, and that is probably, I'd say Inside Out actually is probably one of my favourite Pixar films, you know, newer Pixar films of the last 10 years or so. Obviously a lot of the ones that I've liked and watched growing up, you know, Cars, Toy Story, The Incredibles, they're all from when I was young. So in the past 10 years, I can't think of too many that I've watched or heard of and have really sort of stuck with me. But Inside Out and Inside Out 2, they were both, I think, really good films, to be honest, so they're definitely worth a watch if you're looking for like a newer Pixar film to watch. I just want to say one final big massive thank you to everyone who's watched today. If you are not subscribed yet to the channel, please do make sure to hit that subscribe button. Every subscriber counts so much and means so much to me. We're currently on the road to 1,000, so hopefully by the time this video is out I've hit 1,000, but if I'm not, I feel like I'll be close. So you know, help me get there and hit that magical 1,000 subscriber mark. The channel's grown so well this year, and yeah, all the support is, you know, really welcomed and really appreciated. If you did like today's video, please leave a big thumbs up as well. That lets me know that you like the content I'm putting out, and you know, I do check all these things on a daily basis, so it's good to see which videos get more likes, more views, more interaction, so it does mean a lot to me. If you've been to Disney World or you want to go to Disney here in California or anything at all, any thoughts in the slightest, please leave it in the comment section down below, and also in the description I'll have all the links below to my social channels, so jump on the Instagram, give me a follow on Instagram as well, and you'll be able to see exactly what I'm doing in live time. So I post everything on stories on Instagram as I'm doing it, so if you are following then you'd have seen today, yesterday, past few days, everything that I've been getting up to here in California live in time, not having to wait until the YouTube video comes out, which of course I know you want to see because that's when you get the full in-depth experience and get to see the full vlog. But of course I give little updates and stuff on my Instagram story as I'm doing things. So stay tuned. Thank you for watching this latest episode of Woody's Travels here on YouTube, and I'll catch you guys very, very soon.